Hi everyone, I'm Anveenie and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, or welcome back. In today's video, we are designing the Art Deco inspired garden in Glamour Gulch biome in Wishblossom Ranch. More specifically, this part of the biome is across the bridge from the Haute Plateau. When making this build, I was thinking of how one of the Great Gatsby's glamorous garden party in 1920s would look like. This Dreamlight Valley outdoor design is embracing the symmetry, bold geometric forms, and stylized patterns. If you are looking for inspiration on how to decorate your Glamour Gulch, or even if you just enjoy the Art Deco aesthetic, keep watching to see how this build came to life. I am starting the speed build by showing you the pathing placement that I already have laid out. It will be easy to replicate it after you see where all the main buildings will go. The main idea is to make it as symmetrical as possible, even though this biome is not quite symmetrical, with entrances in the opposite diagonal corners and the vertically dominated bridge tower in the upper left corner. There is also a pond in the upper right corner, which is mimicking the same shape as the tower bridge platform. For the main buildings, I'm using two houses from Premium Shop, Cruella's inspired designer workshop, and Jumbo's Cafe from Zootopia. The workshop is the main centerpiece of this build, where everything is visually leading to it. It is sitting at the end of the main central path and aligned with the traveling well and a large Glamour Gulch fountain on the opposite side of the biome. To frame the garden perimeter, I'm using greenhouse pieces from Wishful Thinking Star Path and the Glamour Gulch craftable buildings. To add more geometric ornamentation to the pathing, I am making this square pattern inside the gold and opal road that I will be filling with individual Main Street path tiles. And to accentuate the central path leading to the workshop, I'm using the Touch of Magic rugs that are very simple to make. They have a dark red base color to match the grass in Glamour Gulch, and the default motif glitter triangle to make this Herringbone inspired pattern, not to overcomplicate the build, but to add a bold geometric pattern similar to Art Deco architecture. To fill the angled areas on each side of the workshop, I built the garage for Cruella's car using the stained glass greenhouse walls, and it's a small world pillar. On the other side, I hid the pond by connecting two buildings with this angled wall and a gazebo that has some functional items inside, like a crafting station and a vacuum. This next part is better visible in a top-down view to show you how to decorate the pools on each side of the central walkway. These pools are made from the Neverland River Kit. This is the part when I'm adding more glamour and party vibe to the build. Remember, it's supposed to look like an elegant, glamorous garden on a Great Gatsby's estate. So this choice of blue palm trees from Little Mermaid collection might look random at the moment, but just give it a minute, it will actually tie in with the whole design at the end. Throughout the build, I have used a few elements from the Night Show Star Path to add more visual effects, like water curtains and theater spotlights, and combined it all with the red light lamppost and craftable ground lights. To keep the geometric structure of the central area, both types of storybook veil columns worked very well here. I also added a few of the larger columns decorated with lights on the biome's perimeter to kind of balance out this very busy centerpiece. Finally, to keep these pool areas tidy and more structured, I added a wrought iron fence around it. And the top and bottom ends I decorated with the luminous fence, which brings more opulence and high energy vibes. To fill the empty grass areas, I'm using some Glamour Gulch trees and plants. What surprisingly worked really well here was the flower beds made with black glass-like flowers from Eternity Isle. I usually never have use for them, but I just used most of my black glass flowers for this build, and I regret nothing. The opposite side of the gardens is more relaxed. The fountain area has a couple gazebos around with seating benches, and there is a pincushion peach orchard next to one of the greenhouses. I wish we could go inside these greenhouses and decorate them as well. For this last undecorated corner of the biome, I'm making a sitting area using some of Cruella's furniture. And after this, the build will be finished. And here are all the items used for this build, so you can pause and see all the item names if you need to. I forgot to mention the drive-in movie theater screen that fitted very well behind the workshop building, and the step-in pattern added more Art Deco influence. I love how bold and geometric this build turned out. It also has that dark aesthetic of Glamour Gulch that I personally enjoy so much. While Designer's Workshop has a clear Art Deco influence, the Jumbo's Cafe decor elements look more Art Nouveau, with more nature-inspired organic patterns. But it is also very symmetrical, which complements the overall aesthetic of this build. This biome already had the predefined rectangular shape, surrounded with tall brick wall. So I just had to focus on the main central walkway and bring that dazzling glamorous aesthetic of Art Deco. And what villager is more glamorous than Cruella? Well, actually, I would say that a lot of other villagers are more glamorous than Cruella. but black, white, and red colors do look absolutely fabulous in Glamour Gulch. Let me know in the comments what is your favorite part of this design. For me, it's the central walkway. When arriving by traveling well, it opens the view of designer's workshop straight ahead. And in the opposite sideline is that gorgeous fountain, framed with all the lights and water curtains. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe. I'm in the process of decorating the entire Wishblossom Ranch, and I already have a few builds in my Wishblossom playlist if you would like to check it out. I have a dark academia build in Glamour Gulch that has a similar dark and edgy aesthetic like this Art Deco build. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone!